Aluhu. Eshadala Henawale Abotelu. Abiyama Bias Kababiako. Atakwados, Weshimega Kwados, Badusha Megalola Maye. Wisham Bene Israel, El Shabbat La So, El Shabbat Ledolo Tamil Ola. Beni Bene Israel Otilola. Kisha Shekami Masa Eshadawa Shemayim. We enter Ades Ubayomas B. Shabbat We Nafash. Baruch Shemeka, Baruch Yemeneka, Baruch Tolateka, Baruch Kedushateka. El Shaddai Melech, El Shaddai Malach, El Shaddai Imlo, L'Olam Va'ed. Baruch Shem Kabod Malkut L'Olam Va'ed. Baruch Kabod Elohim Mikumo Melech Elyon. Aluhu L'Olam Va'ed. First of all, I'd like to give all honor and praise to the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, the God of Jacob, the great, mighty, revered God, the Most High God, who bestows his loving kindness, possesses all things, who remembers the pious deeds of the patriarchs, the Most High, slow of anger, great in kindness, forgiving iniquity and transgressions, but who by no means clear the guilty, visiting the iniquities of fathers upon children to the third and fourth generation. The Most High's work is perfect for all his ways of justice, a God of faithfulness and without iniquity, just and right is he. May be seated. Giving due respect and honor to a head in Israel, my father, Chief Eliezer, to the chief men, princes, brothers and sisters, mother in Israel. I say unto you the tongue of our forefathers, Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom Lekah.
The laws of God changes heart, minds, and actions. And the Creator commanded us to take heed to ourselves, to be on guard with ourselves. Be aware of how you move. Be aware of how we are thinking. Be aware of our actions that does not align with the ways and the customs and the traditions of God. Because we are a people that love to follow. I said, we are people that love to follow. This is one of the reasons why God said, destroy the 7 nations. God commanded the nation of Israel to wipe out these 7 nations. He said, because if you leave these 7 nations around, these 7 nations is going to be a thorn on your side. They're going to influence you into serving their gods. Yep. You're going to pick up their practices. You're going to pick up on their traditions. You're going to pick up on their celebrations. And then you're going to begin to incorporate it and mix it and mingle with what God says. And this is the problem today. This is the problem today. Brooklyn, New York, Queens, Manhattan, Staten Island. God ain't say he pulling us from these boroughs. I ain't read nowhere where it say he pulling us from the boroughs. Manhattan, Staten Island. Where we going? Jersey, Bronx. Where are we going? Yeah, I want to go home. Yeah, I want to live. Yeah, I want to go back in the land that God gave and promised our forefathers. But be truthful with yourself. Are we going back? Look like everybody dying here. I say it looks like everybody's dying here. That's how it seems. 400 years been up. It's been up. We got to wake up, man. We got to wake up because nobody has made their mind up to serve God yet. I ain't made up mind yet. You know why? Because every time I come in contact with a person that claims to serve God, they are living and doing things according to the heathens. We have incorporated a lot of things from the nations, and we have brought it into the law, into our traditions. And we tell ourselves that it's not against the law. Nowhere in the book says that it's something wrong with you celebrating Mother's Day. I could celebrate Mother's Day. Ain't nothing wrong with celebrating Father's Day. It's just a day that Father's Day and Mother's Day is every day.
Deeper than you think.
Because the origin of these days are paganism. And we don't study, we don't read, we just jump into it head first.
Yeah.
We can't be accepted by God moving like this. Mm-hmm. God's not going to accept us this way. Let's go to Leviticus 19. Leviticus chapter 19.
Leviticus chapter 19.
And
the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto all the congregation of the children of Israel, and say unto them, Ye shall be holy.
Okay.
For I, the Lord your God.
So who said we can't be holy in this place? Huh? I said, who said we cannot be holy in this place? What does holy means? Now, once you study and read and understand what it means to be holy, now you will be able to come to a realization that there are things that I can do that I can be holy in this place. Because to be holy means what? Dedicated to a purpose. And the purpose that you dedicate yourself to is to serve God. When you dedicate yourself to serving God, nothing gets in your way. I said nothing gets in the way. There's no block. There's no stumbling block. No person. No excuse. No opinions. No ands. No ifs. No buts. You know why? Because for me to come up with an excuse is for me to die. That's how serious we have to take this. For me to come up with an excuse is I must want to die. I must want to die. But Israelites come up with a lot of excuses of why they cannot fulfill or accomplish certain laws. That's not the dedicated one. You ain't dedicated. You cannot be holy. It also means set apart. Okay? When you're set apart, you're different. When you're set apart, I don't do what you do. When you're set apart, I don't attend what you attend. When you're set apart, you study for the purpose of not offending God. That's the purpose of studying. I study and I read the origin of certain things that I see Israelites getting into.
The origin.
So that I don't violate my God, joining and attending and doing things that my forefathers didn't do. It's easy. All you got to do is read the book. And if you ain't seen Abraham do it, why you do it? I ain't read when they did it with Moses. Why you did it? I ain't read when nowhere in the book they are doing what you're doing. So I'm staying away from it. I'm staying far away from it. You know why? Because we have to serve God being cautious. I may be in violation. I may be at fault with God. And I don't know what kind of ruckus is going to shake in the heavens. I don't know what kind of ruckus or what kind of trouble am I shaking in the heavens with God doing this act for who? For myself. Go ahead. Not right. Transcendence. Mm-hmm. Transcendence means exceeding usual limits. When you exceed usual limits, you start fulfilling and doing laws that people are not doing today. You surpass regular Israelites. I'm not a regular Israelite. You know why? Because I don't do what everybody do. I don't live like everybody. I don't celebrate the things that these Israelites celebrate. I don't get into things that the normal Israelite get into. I'm not regular. I'm not common. And that's how you can be holy with God. This is how you be holy. This is how you be holy with God. Why? Because we're serving a holy God. So we got to be holy to serve him. That's why Joshua turned to the people. He said, you cannot serve the Lord. He said, because he's a holy God. And in order for us to be accepted by God 100%, we have to be holy. If we don't start making the transition, God can't accept us this way. God could only accept us if we become holy. Holy meaning set apart, separate, surpassing the ordinary standards. Exceptional means to excel, all right? To become better, all right? Characterized by perfection and transcendence. You know what that means? Characterized means a distinctive nature. You know what distinctive is? Different. You're different. Your whole character, different. Your demeanor, different. Your behavior, different. The way you think, completely different and opposite from the norm. Even your reaction. Why? Because at that point in time, you are analyzing everything using the laws, commandments, and statutes of God. What does set apart means? Set apart means to hold different ways of thinking. Different ways of thinking. To make a distinction between. Separate means what? To go in different directions. To make a distinction between. Okay? To make a difference. Tom Sheep.
Verse 3.
Verse 3.
Ye shall fear every man his mother and his father.
Ye shall fear every man his who?
His mother
and his father.
And keep my Sabbaths.
Now, fear is an unpleasant emotion caused by your belief in God. I said fear is an unpleasant emotion, all right, caused by your belief in God. So according to your belief tells me how much you believe. According to your belief tells me how much you fear God.
Right.
Which means everybody don't fear the same. Some fear God more than some. Some don't fear God at all.
They don't believe.
Because they don't believe. When you begin to believe God, that's when the fear begins.
That's when you make change.
That's when you start making changes. That's when you start to become scared, afraid.
That's what makes you hold back.
Because you believe that if I violate this, there is something that is going to happen. There is a repercussion. There is a recompense that comes after violation of the commandments of God.
Right.
So therefore, I withhold myself.
That's what makes you hold back.
That's what make you hold back. But belief comes in time.
That's right.
You just don't believe right away.
That's right.
You cannot believe and you're in and out.
Uh-oh.
No.
I didn't believe until we're not going to begin to believe until there's a steady motion. Steady motion.
Yeah, you don't go out.
The constant walking in this way. The constant coming. The constant. Being constant with God. You'll be able to develop that belief. Then after you develop the belief, then you will begin to fear. Fear sets in. Okay? Fear brings about changes, man. Huh? I said fear, being afraid, brings about changes. If you are not afraid, you ain't going to change.
Right.
If you are not afraid, you're going to continue to do things that's contrary from what the book says because you're not afraid, which means all we're going to do is talk. That's all Israelites do. They talk and they talk and they talk. But they're not afraid. Because if you was truly afraid, there's certain things that you won't do. Period. You won't play games. You won't play games with these laws, man. Let's read.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 3. Ye
shall
shall fear every man
Ye
his
shall
mother,
fear every man who?
his mother,
His mother,
his father,
his father,
and keep my Sabbath.
and keep my Sabbaths. So God commanded children, man and woman, to fear their parents. I said God commanded the sons and the daughters to be afraid of their parents. But as I roam through these camps, the children don't fear their parents. The children are not afraid of their parents. What do I mean by being afraid of their parents? Be afraid to offend them. Okay? I said be afraid to offend them. Be afraid to offend God. Now, when you are afraid to offend your parents, now you will watch your words. Now you're going to watch your actions, because I don't know how my mother or my father felt when I did this. So according to how they felt, shows me or tells me what I need to change or what I need to stop doing, because they didn't feel it. They didn't like it. They didn't like it. So therefore, those are things that we have to withhold from. Those are things that we got to stop. Tom sheet.
I am the Lord your God.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 4. Turn ye not.
Wait, go back to 3.
And you shall bear every man his
bear
mother,
every man his mother and his father,
and keep my Sabbaths.
And keep my Sabbaths. How do you keep the Shabbat day? To keep, the Hebrew word for keep is shamad. It means to guard, to observe, or to give heed. God also, the Creator also said to guard your spirit.
That's right.
To guard your spirit means what? To take heed to yourself. Right. To take heed to yourself means watch yourself and be on point with yourself. Be aware of the negative responses, of the negative emotions and feelings that comes to your mind, because that's where it all begins. Iniquity begins in the mind. Violation of the commandments of God begins in the mind. Everything, whether it's good or bad, begins in the mind. So we have to be on guard with ourselves, be on guard with our spirit. We cannot guard our spirit or take heed to ourselves without guarding the things that God commanded us to guard. And one of them is the Shabbat. One of them is the Shabbat.
That's the only way to keep.
That's it. Tom sheet.
Turn ye not unto idols.
Turn ye not unto idols. How do you turn to idols? To turn to idols means what? To direct your attention to. To direct your attention or your mind towards or away from. To change your way of life. To become different, defect, or shortcomings.
That's what turn to idols.
That's how you turn to idols. That's a lot.
Gotta be careful. Yeah.
Once, because violation, once you begin, you turn away. Before you turn away to idols, the turning begins here. You already had in mind to leave off. And once this type of thought, you harbor this type of thought and harbor it begins, you straighten it by harboring in it. And then you begin to show in your action. You begin leaving. Now you're gone. Tom sheet.
Turn ye not unto idols.
Turn ye not unto idols.
Nor make to yourselves molten gods.
Molten gods.
I am the Lord your God. Verse 5. And if ye offer a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord.
And if you offer a sacrifice of peace offerings unto God. Peace offering is only accepted if it's of your own will.
Your own will. That's right.
If this peace offering that you're offering up to God is not of your own free will, it's not because that you want to do it, then what? What it says. Read.
If you offer a sacrifice of peace offerings unto the Lord,
unto
you
the
shall
Lord,
offer it at your
own will.
It shall be eaten the same day ye offer it.
Now the Hebrew word for of your own will is razon. It means of your own free will, and it also means to be accepted. So if it's not of your free will, it's not accepted. I said, if it's not of your free will, if you are not here because this is where you want to be, and you're being forced, then all this time that we're sitting here is not accepted. It's not accepted by God. Which means these laws, commandments, and statutes will only have an effect if you're doing it of your own free will. We have to be doing and living this way of life with a willing heart so that God can accept our work. Okay? Go ahead, read. So if we don't use our free will, to do God's will, it won't be accepted. You can't do the law your way because it won't be accepted. Okay? We cannot do the law the way we think or how I feel. We have to do these laws, commandments, and statutes according to the way it's written. Without adding on and without taking away. But we add on and take away from this book because according to what I read, I don't like what I'm reading. And I want to continue doing what I like to do. But the Lord prohibits me and tells me that and holds me back and tells me that I can't do this.
That's it.
But they ignore that.
That's what the Lord's for.
But we ignore it. We ignore it.
I don't want to get held back.
Time sheet. See, people been having a problem with commands. People have a problem with command. Don't do this, don't do this. Immediately the feeling and the desire begins to increase in you to go against the very same command. We got a problem. Time sheet.
It shall be eaten the same day ye offer it, and on the morrow. And if aught remain until the third day, it shall be burnt in the fire.
If aught remain until the third day, it shall be burnt in the fire. Okay, go ahead.
And if it be eaten at all on the third day, it is abominable. It shall not be accepted. Therefore, everyone that eateth it shall bear his iniquity.
Therefore, everyone that eateth it shall bear his iniquity. Okay? The Hebrew word for bear is nasa. What do it mean by bearing the iniquity? To bear the iniquity means to hold in the mind. It also means to accept or to be directed or guided towards iniquity. Okay? So what does iniquity mean? The Hebrew word for iniquity is on, ayin kolam nun. Iniquity is the inner act of willfulness against God. I said willfulness against God, to be against God. Wickedness means what? It means departing from the law. That's all it is. All we got to do is depart or leave off from what God said, and you're wicked. And you're wicked. But we go around and we get angry when somebody call you wicked, but you are wicked. Because we leave off from the things that God commanded us. This is how you can determine who is wicked from who ain't wicked. So if we continue to leave off from the things and from the laws and the commandments and the statutes that God gave us, then we are evil and wicked. Because we're doing things according to our own mind. We're doing things and we're living our lives according to our own stubborn ways. And that's what makes us wicked. But we ain't truthful with ourselves. Nobody acknowledges that. We walk around and call ourselves blessed. And God is blessed. How am I blessed and I do things that God hates? How? How can we be blessed and we do things that God hates? Because money doesn't determine if you're blessed. Huh? A good job doesn't determine whether you're blessed.
401k.
Okay? None of those things, a beautiful Porsche, none of that determines whether you're blessed. Iniquity is a type of sin that involves a conscious decision to hurt someone or rebel against God. I say iniquity is a type of sin that involves a conscious decision, which means what? Like the brother said, you done made your mind up. Before you did it, you made your mind up to do it. Time sheet.
And if it be eaten at all on the third day,
Uh-huh.
it is abominable.
And if it be eaten at all on the third day, it is abominable. We even have rules for the sacrifices.
That's correct.
Okay? The sacrifice cannot be eaten on the third day. If it was eaten on the third day, God said it's abominable. It cannot be accepted, which means you can't do your own thing.
You can't do it your way.
We can't do it my way or your way. We have to do it the way God prescribed in order for it to be accepted by God. And we damn sure can't do no sacrifices today because we don't have a high priest. We don't have a high priest. There's no priest that is anointed today or went through the consecration today to do no offerings or no sacrifices. There's no priest today right now. None. Tom sheet.
And if it be eaten at all on the third day, it is abominable. It
Okay.
shall not be accepted.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, everyone that eateth it shall bear his iniquity.
Therefore, everyone that eateth it shall bear his iniquity. Tom sheet.
Because he hath profaned the hallowed thing of the Lord.
Because he has profaned the hallowed things of God. What does it mean to be profane? The Hebrew word for profane is kilel. It means to make common. It also means to pollute. It also means to defile. It also means to desecrate. Huh? Tom sheet.
Therefore, everyone that eateth it shall bear his iniquity.
Shall bear his
because he
iniquity.
hath profaned the hallowed thing of the Lord.
He has profaned the hallowed things of the Lord. Read.
And that soul shall be cut off
And that soul shall be cut off
from among his people.
from among his people. We have Israelites today walking around here that are cut off.
Yeah.
We have Israelites today that are cut off. We just too stubborn to realize it. I said we just too stubborn to realize it. And by the way, if we continue to sin presumptuously, we're cursed. So I said, if we continue to sin presumptuously, that automatically makes you curse. Those are not my words. That's what the book said. The book said that. So in order not to be cursed by God, or for God to look at you like you cursed, you have to stop committing sins that you know that you should not be committing. This is why it's very important to serve God with cautiousness. It's very important to serve God being cautious, because you have to have a mind, this type of mind frame that I can't take chances. I said the mind frame of not taking chances with your life concerning God, because we don't have nobody here. There's no one here that is inspired by God with the inspiration of Moses to explain what God meant. This is why it's important to go according to what it says in the book. We go and do things according to what it says, and we leave it there without adding on and taking away. Because when we add on and take away, that's when we begin to desecrate and profane and pollute and defile things. Because you begin to add on, we continue to add on and take away and add on and take away. What does it mean to be cut off? Right? Cut off, the Hebrew word for cut off is nikrita. Come from the root word, come from the word niked. It means alienated, estranged, betrayed, or denied. What does alienate mean? Alienated means causing you to experience or inducing feeling to isolate yourself. All of a sudden, you done develop some type of feeling or emotion to separate yourself, causing someone to become unsympathetic against the things the godly have sympathy for. So you begin to lose sympathy or feelings towards the things the godly
That
feel
matters-
for.
that matters to the God.
That matters to the godly, or that matters to the God, to the
God.
Most High.
Yeah.
And we begin to alienate ourselves because of our actions.
Stay away.
Okay, then.
I keep myself away.
Unsympathetic is when you lack sympathy, a feeling of sadness on behalf of someone else. Estranged. What does it mean to be estranged? Estranged is what? Consequences of your sinful actions. So when we sin presumptuously, we cut ourselves off.
Yeah.
We become estranged. We become separated from God, which is going to cause you to lack knowledge of God. You're going to lack knowledge of God. And because you lack in the knowledge, that's going to bring about evil actions. Now you're going to start doing things that's contrary from what God says. To turn your feelings away from God by breaking a bond of loyalty.
All that is cut off.
All that is cut off.
Feelings.
Antagonistic means what? Is a feeling of opposition to go against God. You begin to develop a feeling to go against or to be opposite from what God says. Okay? Time sheet.
And when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy
Said,
field.
when you reap the harvest of your land, thou shalt not wholly reap the corners of thy field. The Hebrew word for reap is liquizor. It means to cause to be insufficient. All right? To cause to be insufficient. What does that mean? It means not enough. But this is my field. But God commanded me and gave me strict laws what to do with my field.
Yes,
Why? Because you have the poor, you have the stranger, you have the fatherless, you have the widow, and all these people God commanded us to look out for. All these people God commanded us to feed. He said, if the poor or stranger comes to your field, he said, they can come to your field and eat till they're full. Just don't come there with a doggy bag.
Yeah, you can't come cutting.
Don't come there with no bag and start filling up sheaves and bags and coming shopping and what. Don't come there like that. Just come there and eat and walk out.
To your belly.
That's it. Time sheet.
Neither shalt thou gather the gleanings of thy harvest. Verse 10. And thou shalt not glean thy vineyard. Neither shalt thou gather every grape of thy vineyard. Thou shalt leave them for the poor and stranger. I am the Lord your God.
I am the Lord your God. Read.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 11.
Verse 11.
Ye shall not steal.
Ye shall not steal. The reason why we steal is because we covet. I said the reason why we steal is because we covet. We begin to desire things that do not belong to you. It ain't yours, but you begin to stir up certain emotions within you. See, covetous soul, a covetous soul is never satisfied. I said a covetous soul is never satisfied because they continue to see things and they always want. He said the eye is never satisfied. The eye is never satisfied. Everything he sees, he wants.
That's right. Control that sense. Control the senses.
Control your senses. Tamshi.
Neither deal falsely.
Neither deal falsely. To deal falsely means what? When you intentionally trick someone else, knowingly by giving false information, you dealt falsely. Because you told me some information that wasn't right.
Misleading.
You done misled me. Tamshi.
Neither lie one to another.
Not a lie one to another. In the Hebrew, it says, not a lie to Amiteka, a man of my people. Tamshi.
And ye shall not swear by my name falsely. Neither shalt thou profane the name of thy God. I am the Lord.
And ye shall not swear by my name falsely. You know, we have a lot of Israelites that swear and lie. Look, people swear and lie. If I swore to you, you better believe I'm telling you the truth. believe that because I don't play around with that. This is something that when a person swears to God, I should be able to believe you.
Right.
But there have been times where Israelites swore to God, and guess what? They was lying. You know what that means? They don't fear God. They're not afraid. How can you swear and use God's name and lie?
You're saying he's a witness.
You're calling God to be your witness. But we lie using the name of God.
Swear falsely.
Time sheet.
Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor.
Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor. To defraud means to extort. Huh? Why God had to tell us this? Why God had to tell us this? Don't defraud your neighbor. Don't extort your neighbor. You don't think God knew his creation? You don't think God knew the people he was dealing with?
You know how we did.
So he gave us laws according to ourselves, according to how we are, according to how we was, because we had took on the ways and the customs of Egyptians and many nations to where their customs became us, became our customs, became our traditions and practices, to where it was damn near impossible to leave off from the ways of Egypt, from Egypt. It's impossible to let it go. We, as a people, we made it impossible to let it go.
Tell the truth, T.
Even today, we cannot let go of the ways and the customs of this place.
For some reason.
Why do we continue to incorporate pagan traditions in our culture?
Wicked customs of the
Why do we continue to do these things? You really think we can get back to God living this way?
No.
We can't find our way back to God living this way.
No.
Because we do things that God hates. We do things that we don't read in the book. Constantly, man. And then when you're being told about it, guess what happened? The man get angry. Or she gets angry. And that's what causes the friction. And then the friction causes a disbursement, a separation. Now this one goes that way, this one goes this way, this one goes that way. When all we got to do is agree with the book.
That's what we got to do.
Huh? I said all we got to do is agree with the book.
We got to agree with each other.
But did you switch over? You have not made your mind up yet. This is why we have a hard time agreeing with the book. I'm not going to argue with God, man. I said, I'm not going to argue with God. Show me where I'm in violation at, and I accept.
That's right.
I'm not going to get angry at you because God used you to correct me. So tells me that God has love for me. He has his eye for me. You should thank God that God is using someone to correct you because he got his eye, his attention is towards you.
Don't get prideful.
But we get angry, which means God gave us a chance. God gives every man a chance to change. Every person has their chance.
That's correct.
That's
how fair he is. Thou shalt not defraud thy neighbor, neither rob him. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning.
The wages of him, what verse? Oh, I see it. The wages of him that is hired shall not abide with thee all night until the morning. I will not have a business and pay my worker bi-weekly or weekly. I ain't doing it. Not me. I know brothers that got business and they pay their workers weekly, by every 2 weeks. I'm not doing that. Because we're dealing with the same God. And because of your location or where you're living at, the law doesn't change according to where you live at.
You're the boss.
You still have to pay this man at the end of the day. That's what God says. And if you can't pay him at the end of the day, then you shouldn't have a business. If I'm paying you $8 an hour, well, by all means, brother,
You have to get robots.
look, you're gonna have to get your money every day.
You have to get up, man.
Just for me to be in the clear with God.
So I told him,
This is why it's important to serve God, being
that's what's
cautious.
important.
Can you go and inquire of God and ask God if he's angry with you?
No.
Or find out if he's angry with you? Or find out if he's tight with you because you done paid this man at the end of 2 weeks. 2 weeks he been coming to his establishment, working, killing himself, and you paid him
You
too.
don't know.
You don't know.
Never
We
go to-
don't
go to
know.
that book.
We don't know.
Yeah.
So our job is to follow what the book says. To stay in the clear with God. But we taking this for a joke.
Take chances.
Taking chances, read.
Verse 14, thou shalt not curse the death.
Thou shalt not curse the deaf. Why would you curse the deaf?
Why would you want to?
Why would you want to curse the deaf?
It's
The
not a
person
good
can't
thing.
hear you.
It's not a good thing.
He's deaf. He can't hear you. So why would you curse him? Go ahead.
Nor put a stumbling block before the blind.
Nor put a stumbling block before the blind. Now, this can mean two ways. The Hebrew word for stumbling block is a mikshol. You know what a mikshol means? A mikshol means to cause you to fall into waywardness or iniquity. What is waywardness? Waywardness is when you do what you want, disregarding the pleasure of God, disregarding the will of God. Disregarding what God says. You do what you want. These type of people, this is why we gotta be, everybody can't be teachers. I say everybody can't be teachers and no servants. Everybody can't be officers. Everybody, look.
Everybody can have the same job.
Everybody can have the same job. When you cause a person to fall into iniquity or fall into waywardness, that's because you done taught something or said something that was contrary and opposite from what God says.
Wasn't correct.
So because you're an officer and you came up and taught this, you have students that's going to look up to you and follow you because you're a chief,
You gotta be careful.
or you're a chief prince,
Be careful.
or you're a prince. So we got to be careful what we
Careful
teach the
what you
people,
tell the people.
because whatever you tell the people is going to follow. Now they're going to be living according to the statutes of you, of the brother that came up and said
Not
that.
God's statute.
Not God's statutes. Those are your statutes now, because God ain't said it. You the one came up with this erroneous idea. You the one that set the traits.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
done set it off. So now these are not God's statutes. These are your statutes.
It's about you now.
Huh? That's right. This is your Yehoshaphat's statutes. You gotta be careful, man. It's very important. Very, very, very important to what you teaching the
This
people.
leading the people is very
Tom Sheep.
Ye shall do no unrighteousness in
Ye
judgment.
shall do no unrighteousness in judgment. The Hebrew word for unrighteousness is awel. Awel means injustice. What does injustice mean? Injustice means what? Lack of fairness, right? Or when your rights become violated. You violate my rights. Okay? Tom Sheehan.
Thou shalt not respect the person of the poor, nor honor the person of the mighty, but in righteousness shalt thou judge thy neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
Verse 16. Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer.
Thou shalt not go up and down as a talebearer. What does a talebearer mean? The Hebrew word for a talebearer is rakil. Rakil means a slanderer. A slanderer, or a person that slanders someone else, a slanderer is a false oral statement that damages a person's reputation.
Stories that are false about
Okay.
us.
In Deuteronomy 22, it states that a false accusations denotes hatred.
That's what that means.
So when you can falsely accuse someone, it denotes hatred. It shows hatred.
Right.
That's what Deuteronomy 22 said. You had a man that went into a woman, penetrated a woman, and then gave up an evil name on this woman.
Yeah.
An evil report.
Yeah.
In the Hebrew, it said he gave up false accusations. He said he hated her. So when you are able to give false accusations against a person, that's what denotes and tells me that you hate that person.
It's an action of hate.
It's an action of hatred.
Correct.
See, the book tells us.
Yeah.
The book defines what word means.
The book tells you, that's right.
The book defines what words mean. Because if you look up the definition of hatred in the dictionary, it ain't gonna tell you if you give a false accusation, you hate the person. It ain't gonna tell you that. But the book tells you that.
That's right.
Tom C.
Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor.
Neither shalt thou stand against the blood of thy neighbor. How do you stand against the blood of your neighbor? To stand against the blood of your neighbor is when you allow other people to attack or hurt. Your brother's in danger. He got into some problems. Disregard what the problem was about. Oh, he was selling drugs. Oh, he was doing this. Oh, he was doing the other. None of that matters at that point in time, man.
Supporting, protecting. That's right. Your brother.
You know what I was saying back in the days? We chastise our own.
Nobody
I said Israel chastise Israel.
That's right. Nobody chastises.
We chastise our own.
Nobody.
Ain't no heathen, ain't no female, ain't no man on the outside of this is going to touch us or put their hand on us.
That's correct. We stood by that, man.
Nobody.
That's right.
And that's what we need to live by, man. This is how we got to move.
Like
because there have been times where Israelites been in trouble and they go to a camp and they turn the brother away. I said they turned the poor brother away. He went to the camp for help and they turned him away. And they turned him away. We don't do that, man. We serve the same God. I don't have to come to your camp and you don't have to come to my camp. Okay? If you're in trouble, I'm in trouble. And if I'm in trouble, you feel the same way. You're in trouble. Automatically. Why? Because we serve the same God.
Well, the one banner, man.
We fall under one banner. We won, man. We may be in different camps, different places. That don't mean nothing. We serve the same God, man. Once you see them strings and turbans and garments, it's time to go. Time to see.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart. But there have been times when brothers hate brothers.
It's a lot of hate, man.
I said there have been in time where brothers hate brothers. But the laws of God will eradicate that. You know why? Because the Most High said, if you see your enemy's ox going astray, he said, go get his ox and bring it back to him. Go bring it back to him.
Even though that's your enemy.
Even though I hate you, even though I despise you, this shows and tells me that your emotions cannot get in the way of you serving God. We cannot allow our emotions to get in the way of serving God. And that's what these are the things that I see amongst ourselves.
That's how we treat each other.
I'm angry at you, or I don't want to talk to you, and you're not bothered with it. The man in trouble, he's on his own. Why? What is hate? Hate is an intense or passionate dislike for someone, right? Aversion from fear, anger, or sense of injury. So what is aversion? Aversion is a feeling to contradict towards something with a desire to avoid. Okay? So if I'm avoiding you, that tells me that there's deep down inside, I got a grudge. I have some type of hatred in me for this person.
This hatred.
Okay?
So I'm avoiding it.
So I'm avoiding you. He said, go ahead, read Tamashik, verse 17.
Thou shalt not hate thy brother in thine heart.
Thou shalt not
Thou
hate thy
shalt
brother in
in
thine
any
heart.
wise rebuke thy neighbor
Rebuke thy neighbor.
and not suffer sin upon him.
But when I come to rebuke you, you get angry. When I show you where you're going wrong at, you get angry.
That's a score.
When I tell you where you're going wrong at, you get defensive. When I showed you and told you where you're going wrong at, you begin to contradict and you hate me more.
You don't do it.
Tamashik.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people.
Okay, so what is a grudge? A grudge is a feeling of deep-seated resentment, which causes you to maintain a feeling of anger, bitterness. Okay? Resentment is a negative emotion, reaction to being mistreated. Okay? Go ahead.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. But thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself.
Thou shalt not avenge nor bear any grudge against the children of thy people. If this didn't mean nothing, then why God stopped King David from avenging himself?
It means a lot.
It means a lot. See, when a person or when a man has made his mind up, God is going to watch you now. He's going to guard your feet according to your actions, according to your ways. Because I'm cleaning up and I'm living my life according to what God said. And there's something that I have done to gain God's attention for good. So therefore, he's going to guard my feet. He's going to guard your feet. Tamashik.
Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind.
Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt what?
Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind.
Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with a diverse kind. To gender means mixture, hybrid, or crossbreed. So therefore, we had separate bonds. All the cattle were separated. Okay? We didn't gender them. We didn't mix them. Tamashik.
Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. Neither
Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed. To sow is to plant. You should not plant two different seeds together. Go ahead.
Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee.
Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee. So the Hebrew word for that is what? Okay. Kilayim. Beged. Beged kilayim. Right? A garment of mixed fabrics. Sha'anetz. Sha'anetz is mixed fabrics. A garment of mixed fabrics. Lo ya'ale aleka. Shall not come upon thee.
Don't come in contact.
The best that we can do is look at tags.
Yeah.
This is what God gave us.
Yeah.
That's the best. So when you buy your clothes, make sure it's 100% cotton. When you buy your clothes, make sure you check the tags if it's 100% silk, linen, or wool. It has to be 100%.
100%.
Okay? Oh, but you're taking their word. But this is what God gave us. Yeah, we gotta take their word. All right? We gotta take their word. But I damn sure ain't taking your word for you to tell me about some meat. I don't take people's word concerning that. I don't have no choice to take these people's word concerning my clothes. But I do got a choice. I can make sure that I'm eating meat. If I'm eating meat that died of itself or was torn by beasts, I can make sure of that.
Sure, 100%.
I don't make my own clothes. When I go to buy material to make garments,
come as is.
I gotta come ask them where's the cotton at.
Right.
You got cotton, 100% cotton. And there are ways. There's a sister, I think her name is Yael.
Yeah.
She went to college.
Yeah.
And she went to college for, I forgot what she went to college for. It's like, like fashion industry, right?
Mhm.
And she was taught in college that there's a way to find out if the material is cotton, 100% cotton, or if the material is mixed. So when I went to go buy some material, 100% cotton, he said the cotton, when you light fire to it, it ashes out. If it's mixed, it's not gonna ash out. Some will ash out, and then some will get hard.
Curl up.
It's gonna curl
like
up.
a straw, like
Right.
plastic.
It's gonna get hard like plastic.
You're gonna
parts
smell
of it,
plastic
because it's mixed in. All right. So there are ways. Polyester, Dacron,
All
Acron,
that.
those are not fabrics.
No.
Those are not fabrics.
Those are chemicals made into plastic.
Right. Those are not fabrics. Tom Sheet.
And whosoever lieth carnally with a woman that is a bondmaid,
Whosoever lieth carnally with a woman that is a bondmaid,
she shall be scourged.
she shall be scourged.
They shall not.
In the Hebrew, it don't mean scourge. Scourge means to beat. It says the word for scourge is bikret. It means investigate, to inquire. A lot of us don't like to do inquiry. A lot of us go according to what is said, and we go by what people tell us, but we don't inquire and investigate the situation to find out the truth of the matter, so that you can condemn the wicked and uplift and exalt the righteous. That's the purpose of investigation. Tom C.
And whosoever lieth carnally with a woman that is a bondmaid, she shall be scourged. She shall not be put to death, because she was not free. And he shall bring his trespass offering unto the Lord, unto the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, even a ram for a trespass offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for him with the ram of the trespass offering before the Lord for his sin which he had done, and the sin which he had done shall be forgiven him.
See who that blame?
Amen.
Not the woman, not the bondmaid. The man is to blame. I ain't read nowhere in the book where they blame the woman. Nowhere. I didn't read it. Jezebel ain't to blame. You know who's to blame? Ahab is to blame, because his job is to command his household.
That's right.
But she did what she did because he allowed her. She stirred up all the trouble, but he ain't corrected. So God charged Ahab for the trouble that she stirred up. He charged her too, but he was to blame. She went through it. Jezebel, Athaliah, they went through it. Tom C.
And when ye shall come into the land, and shall have planted all manner of trees for food, then you shall count the fruit thereof as uncircumcised. 3 years shall it be as uncircumcised unto you, it shall not be eaten of. But in the 4th year, all the fruit thereof shall be holy to praise the Lord withal. And in the 5th year shall ye eat of the fruit thereof, that it may yield unto you the increase thereof. I am the Lord your God. Ye shall not eat anything with the blood.
Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Don't stone me, people. Don't stone me. He said, ye shall not eat anything with the blood. The reason why we have to soak our meat in salt water is because we buy our meat that was frozen. Once the meat becomes frozen, by all means, you got to soak it in salt water. And I'm not talking about 30 minutes or an hour. You got to soak that meat and get that blood out. Got to get all that blood out. Because when you put that meat on a pit with the blood in it, it doesn't drip out. I heard one brother tell me about the blood drip out. Blood don't drip out. It cooks in. It congeals. When you add fire to blood, it congeals. It don't drip out. The only thing that drips or comes off the meat is the fat, not the blood. Go ahead.
Ye shall not eat anything with the blood, neither shall ye use enchantment, nor observe time.
Neither shall you use enchantments or observe time. Stay away from witchcraft. Stay away from palm reading. Go ahead.
Astrology.
Astrology. That's right. Read.
You shall not round the corners of your heads.
Uh-oh. I see a lot of bald heads in Israel. And which should not be. He said, ye shall not round the corners of your heads, neither shall thou mar the corners of thy beards. When you go into the Hebrew, it said something completely different. To round the corners of your heads, this was a Hamitic custom, to where they used to put gadgets around a person, around the child's head to shape their heads. But according to the Hebrew word for round said, you should not round. The Hebrew word for round is takwipu. All right? Come from the word quipa. It means to strike off. Right? You should not strike off. Right? The corners of your heads. Right? The corners of your heads refers to, right? The corners is what? A payat. A side, section, lock, or curl. You shall not cut off or strike off a side, section, lock, or curl of what?
You shall not round the corners of your heads.
Of your heads. Neither shalt thou mar, neither shalt thou corrupt the corners, a side, section, a payat. A payat is a side, section, lock, or curl of your beard. So when we trimmed, if we trimmed anything, we trimmed our mustache. We didn't trim our beard. When it said that, when you read in the prophecy with Samuel, was it 1st or 2nd Samuel, when Mephibosheth, he said he didn't come before the king because he didn't trim his beard.
That's what it said.
When you look it up in the Hebrew, it doesn't say the word for beard is not zekwaneka. It's safam. Safam is a mustache. Zekwaneka is your beard. Okay? The only thing that we can trim is our mustache. You got to leave your beard alone. You got to leave your head alone. A lot of Israelites are shaving off the side of their heads and leave the hair on top. Why we keep, why?
That's an Assyrian style. They don't even know.
And then when you mention it, they get angry.
All those haircuts are style.
Nobody's head is supposed to be rain bald.
That's correct.
If your head is bald, it's because you keep balding it.
That's
You
right.
continuously go in
Cutting
front
the
of
hair
that
off.
mirror,
Cut the fuzz off.
add some soap to that
Add
bald
soap.
head,
Mm-hmm.
and you get the Gillette razor,
Yeah.
double edge,
Uh-huh.
and you shave. And then after you
Then
shave
after
it,
that-
you get some baby oil
Uh-huh.
and shine
Go like that.
shine it up.
Rub it. That's the procedure. That's correct.
So shine, I can see my
You have to
reflection.
do
I
that.
can see my reflection in your bald head. Bald head.
You're not supposed to have.
Elisha went bald, but he ain't go
Naturally.
bald by cutting his hair
No,
off.
you went for naturally.
He went bald naturally. It was so much of a weird thing that children, evil, wicked children, started to tease him.
Yeah.
And he cursed them in the name of
It
God.
wasn't good to have a boy.
And after he finished cursing them in the name of God,
Uh-huh.
2 sheep heads
Talk about it.
broke loose and ate 42 of them. We gotta make our mind up and stop shaving our heads, man. We gotta make our mind up and stop shaving our faces. If you truly have made your mind up to serve God. Tom Sheik.
Do not prostitute thy daughter to cause her to be a whore.
Do not prostitute thy who?
Thy daughter
Thy daughter
to cause her
to cause her.
to be a whore.
But guess where the whores came from? The whores was not of the daughters of Zion. The whores, the harlots that sold themselves to prostitutes, those was the women of other nations. Those was the women of other nations. God prohibited us and commanded us not to sell our daughters, not to allow our daughters to prostitute themselves. Tom Shoot.
To cause her to be a whore, lest the land fall to whoredom, and the land become full of wickedness. Ye shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary.
Ye shall keep my Sabbaths and reverence my sanctuary. I am the Lord. But a lot of us don't know how to keep the Shabbat. A lot of us don't know what we should not be doing on Shabbat. What we should be doing on Shabbat. And when you are instructed about the things that you shouldn't be doing, we argue. We argue about it. Why? Because I want to continue doing what I want to do. See, the laws of God is about sacrifice. I said to fulfill these laws is about sacrifice, which means you have to sacrifice yourself to serve God. Your needs to serve God. Tamshi.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 31. Regard not them that have familiar spirits, neither seek after wizards to be defiled by them. I am the Lord your God. Thou shalt rise before the hoary head.
Thou shalt rise before the hoary head. Okay, the hoary head. The Hebrew word for hoary head is Seba. You know what Seba means? Seba don't mean hoary. Seba means gray. Okay, gray-headed means you got a few grays. You gotta rise up. Gotta rise up, Tamshi.
And honor the face of the old man and fear thy God. I am the Lord. And if a stranger sojourn with thee in your land, ye shall not vex him.
And if a stranger sojourn with you in your land, he said, don't vex him. Don't do him no wrong. He's a stranger. Easy. There's a certain way you have to treat this stranger. I can't treat this stranger any old how, because these are people that God protects. The stranger, the fatherless, the widow. These are people that God said to look out for. Go ahead.
But the stranger that dwelleth with you shall be as born among you. And thou shalt love him as thyself.
Love him as thyself.
For ye were strangers.
But remember that you was a stranger in the land of Egypt. Always remember that you went through this. I went through it, so therefore I know what it is or how it feels to be in this position because I went through it. Tom, see?
I am the Lord your God. Verse 35. You shall do no unrighteousness in judgment, in meat yard, in weight, or in measure. Just balances, just weights, a just ephah, a just hin, shall ye have. I am the Lord your God, which brought you out of the land of Egypt. Therefore shall ye observe all my statutes and all my judgments and do them. I am the Lord.
And with that, Ahura got what was bought. Do anybody have any questions?
I want to answer a question, reiterate on that. Well, we was talking about mixed fabrics, sha'atnez. Right. What verse is that? I want to go back to that verse.
Mixed fabrics. That was verse. That was verse.
Neither.
19.
Right. Verse 19. Leviticus 19, verse 19. It says, neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee. Now, a garment is supposed to be 100% linen. It's good, or 100% wool, or 100% silk, or 100% cotton. Okay? We're not supposed to wear any garment or any fabrics that are mixed, whether it's 99% cotton and 1% whatever. Once it's mixed, you're in violation of the laws. Even though linen is a good material and cotton is a good material, or wool, high quality wool and high quality linen, they still need to be separated. Once you put those two together, it's mixed fabrics. That's what sha'atnez means in the Hebrew. So we're forbidden to even come in contact with fabrics that have been mixed.
Right.
So it doesn't matter if linen is you're using 30%. You're using 30% linen and you use 70% wool. That's still against the laws and the commandments of God. That's what God says cancel out mixed fabrics. We can't mix seeds that we plant, but we can't mix our fabrics. So that's why we get certain things. You have to look at the tags, and the tags will let you know if it's a 100% fabric or if it's mixed.
Right. So a sister then said, do we recognize Juneteenth? Juneteenth, when you read, look, Juneteenth, show me Juneteenth in the book.
No,
There's no Juneteenth in here.
No.
See, we have to, let's I'll make it real simple for you.
That's the celebration.
Every celebration, you have our celebrations, we read it in the book.
Leviticus 23.
Leviticus 23
Deuteronomy 14.
and Deuteronomy 14.
Those are our days.
If you don't see Juneteenth in Leviticus 23, I ain't celebrating it.
Not in there. That's a celebration for slaves.
Okay.
That's a law and a celebration.
They
for
just
slaves.
came up with that
We're not
celebration
slaves.
for black people. I'm not them. First of all, we have to look at ourselves that we are not the same.
Our slaves.
I am not like
the
them.
same.
We are not the same. Not every black people are Israelites.
No.
But the reason why we moving like this is because we look at all black people as Israel.
No.
My color, but not my kind.
You may be my color, but you're not my kind.
People are taught
Not
that.
because you're black means you're Israel.
People are
We
taught.
have to realize that the first world was black. Before any type of color change, the first world was black.
Right.
The 7 nations was black. And God commanded us to wipe out those 7 nations.
That's correct. The Canaanites were black.
Hmm?
It was a black nation.
Which means what? Not every black person is Hebrew.
That's correct. There was a
So-
certain people
That's
that
right.
came out of one certain man,
Right.
and they were made to be different.
Right. So no, Juneteenth is nowhere in the book.
Mm-mm.
We don't acknowledge it.
No. It's a
And-
celebration
no.
for slaves, right? That's it. That's as far as it goes. Our celebrations, we already
It's already established.
we were made independent before God gave us laws. So we don't celebrate those,
No.
We don't recognize that.
Any more questions? Any more questions? We'll be starting tomorrow at 10:30. Any more questions? If you got any more questions, type a 1. Type a 1 in the chat. Type a 1 in the chat if you have questions. If not, then I'm going to shut down and we will resume this tomorrow at 10:30. 10:30 in the morning. Wait, she got a question.
Somebody put Tati on down.
What's the question? What's the question? Yeah, we really gotta be careful, man, because a lot of us, we are doing things that we don't read in the book. All right? Where can you read or find where God gave the covenant to the Jews? The covenant was given to Israel. You got many different times where the covenant was given. One of the times was Abraham. Abraham went into covenant through the circumcision. We went into covenant with God at the grounds of Mount Sinai. And when you say Jews was just short.
Define Jews.
Right.
Who are you really speaking
Who are you
about?
talking about
When you say
Jews?
Are you talking about the ancient Jews that come directly out of the tribe of Judah?
Judah?
Or are you talking about the Jews that people recognize as Jews today? There's a big distinction.
But there was a time where of people that God turned to other nations.
Yeah.
God did turn to a different people
Yeah, I did say he was going to turn to other people.
because he did say he was going to turn to other people
Because
that's going to hearken
That's
and
gonna
listen
hearken.
to his word because we rejected God.
and they're going to call themselves
And they're going to surname themselves
They're gonna
after
surname
Israel.
So
And they're going to call themselves Israel. But God did say that he was going to do that.
he didn't say directly who,
Right.
but he said he was going to show other people.
Right.
And as we can see, the other people were Europeans.
So far,
they call themselves Jews.
Right.
They fit that bill.
Right.
I might be saying it wrong. People that are recognized today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what he's saying.
Yeah, I just explained it. The Most High did say that he was going to give his law or show or deal with another nation, deal with another people.
That's right.
And so far, like the brother just said, those people that God is dealing with are the Jews.
Yeah.
Why? Because we came up short with God.
Somebody had to take our place.
You came up
Somebody
short.
took our place. Somebody could stake the claim and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Because we abandoned ship.
Any more questions? Any more questions? Tati, I answered your question. Did I answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. If no one else has any more questions, then I'm gonna come down. If anybody has any more questions, What's the question? You have all these questions.
Yeah, good questions too. Those are good questions.
Tati got all the questions. So shouldn't be following exactly what the Jews do, since they seem to get all the blessings.
No,
No.
not really. They're not getting 100% everything. They're getting, they have what is called Judaism. They've created a religion, even though they don't have the covenant. What they are doing is they're taking place of the identity of the real Jews. They are able to. God has allowed them to do that. And with that being said, not everything that they do is correct. So we still have to follow these commandments that's in the Torah.
Right.
They still have a watered down version of the Torah. Okay? That's why when the Most High said, I will look towards other people, these are the people that we're talking about. He never said they was going to get it right. You know what I'm saying? He never said they was.
They don't have everything right.
They don't have everything correct.
Some of the things that they do is
It's
not
totally,
in the
it's
book.
totally not in the book at all. They go by
Right.
Judaism, which is a
Right.
religion.
Right.
So that's as far as that goes.
The best thing to do is to follow what God said. Read the book and follow
Yeah,
what you read.
That's the
in
best
book.
thing to follow.
That's the best thing to
There's
follow.
no people to follow today.
There's no exactly. There's no people to follow.
There's no
Read the
people to
book. Follow what the book says. You have a question about what you read that you didn't understand, ask the question, get a clearer meaning, get a clearer understanding, and keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Keep pushing. That's it. You got any more questions, Tati? Any more questions? Anybody? Any more questions? You don't have any more questions? Any more questions? Questions? No, I will write them down. Oh, okay, so you good. You don't have no more questions. All right, no problem.
Good questions, Bob.
Yeah, those are good questions. Write your you could write your questions down, and then you could ask those questions, those same questions where you need to ask. They add on to the laws, yes. Yes, they did. The Jews did add on to the laws. And they command the people not to read the Torah. They have to do according to what the rabbi says.
One man reads the Torah.
You see it. So Shabbat Shalom and peace and blessings. Shabbat Shalom, Adonijah. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom, Adonijah.
Shabbat Shalom. Any questions? Any questions? We don't have any more questions. We're gonna shut this down.
We will continue tomorrow at 10:30.
10:30 tomorrow morning.
Please like, subscribe, share.
Share, like, and subscribe. Any questions? Any questions? Shabbat Shalom.